Hey guys, RPR. So we have this whole Ferguson situation, Operation PSYOP going on, and it has the hearts and minds of everyone. It has everybody's attention, and that is what the powers that be want. Make no mistake. In this video, I'm going to show you guys 100% proof that this entire event is controlled through and through. So what's really going on? Well, the last video I put out on this, it was just a quick video showing how CNN and news anchors, New World Order mainstream corporate propagandists, Don Lemon and Chris Cuomo, were pretending to be hit by tear gas. And it's totally staged, completely Hollywood. And of course, that's not to say that there isn't anything going on over there. Okay, to be clear, this video was pointing out this particular setup by the CNN crew. Okay, the theatrics. So of course things are happening. Things are on fire, things are broken, right? But all these things are being orchestrated. It's one huge contrived event. Now, we're going to take a look at a clip here from CNN, which was recorded by Jill here. Credit and thank you for this video, Jill, which shows some random person interrupting high-level propagandist and sellout corporate puppet Jake Tapper and telling us all the real truth of this situation here. Take a look at this.
They're trying to create chaos where there is none. It's all a bunch of crap.
It's
Okay, here
Jake
comes
Tapper.
some more bull. Watch.
Come on down, folks. See down there? Nothing going on.
What a liar.
There's people just walking down the street, ho hum.
Yeah, by hired people probably.
That there was theft, just vandalism. Here's the fire that's been broken out. It's in a trash can.
Just
It's
vandalism.
all smoke and mirrors.
There you go.
She's right.
Good news.
Smoke and mirrors. Jake Tapper, the lead. He's out in the lead. There's a trash can on fire. You know, some stores' windows are smashed. Of course, if store windows are smashed by agents provocateurs, then it's very likely that people, lower class, poor people are gonna go in and steal stuff. You know, that's how it works. They take advantage of the chaos. So, not everything's fake. I mean, it's easy to burn a few buildings, especially if these buildings are well insured. Maybe they got a back deal, sort of, or a sweetheart deal. Who knows, right? But CNN manufactures the news all the time. They do it every single stinking day.
That's right, all smoke and mirrors. As you see security there push her away. Of course, can't have anyone yelling the truth like that. So that's exactly what it is. Smoke and mirrors, deception, Hollywood, wag the dog, etc., etc. That's all it is, folks. That's what it always is, and you heard it there. Jake Tapper just making up crap as he goes along. Now I want to read a great comment here by LV Khalif, who absolutely nails it and sums it up perfectly. Like the Reichstag fire was started by the Nazis, these fires were likely started by the criminal government under orders from elite serpent masters. Those demons are trying to light the touch paper of civil unrest and open scars because they need distractions as their time is short. People of the mass raceless community are waking up to their methods, and they'll try every tried and trusted method that's worked in the past to revert the mass mind out of its awakening. They screwed up in Syria over a year ago with the fake chemical attack when people weren't buying their plans for invasion, so created the ISIS BS to try and kill that avenue of awareness. Now with this Ferguson crap, nothing like racial strife to make people as dumb and emotionally incontinent as a pig's arse. Even the most animated demonstrators I've seen at this Ferguson fraud show look like extras from a made-for-TV movie. This is another narrative controlled by the usual suspects, a controlled stage with unwitting extras and a fair number of agent provocateurs and the usual sprinkling of crisis actors. I mean, I couldn't say it any better than that. That's exactly what is going on here. You have agent provocateurs and the rest of the paid puppets playing their part and their roles to orchestrate this chaos and to dramatize it. But the public cannot grasp the fake and controlled aspects of a situation like this, even when viewing such ridiculous and obvious fake setup scenes by CNN and the media, and that is largely in part due to the fact that we as a society have always lived in a fake world with fake information, fake news, you name it, that has been forced down our throats and drilled into us since birth, all of our lives. So as a result, millions and millions are victims and cannot process information and what they are seeing correctly anymore. They just can't. Their perception of reality has been altered, and this psychological manipulation is perpetuated on a daily basis. So everyone is focused on this, alternative media included, bloggers, etc., and that's playing right into their hands. Now we have protests everywhere, and that is playing right into their hands as well. Everyone is fanning the flame, right? And it's frustrating. But folks, you just have to look at this very, very simply. If you see CNN and the rest of the corporate elite government-owned networks and propagandists physically there, it is all contrived from top to bottom. Make no mistake. All smoke and mirrors, right? These corporate puppets would never, ever be put in any real danger. It is all Hollywood. That's what the media is. That is what I have been trying to inform people on my channel from day one, and drive home that the corporate mass media is nothing more than Hollywood, folks. And these media puppets who call themselves journalists and anchors are nothing more than actors reading a script. The news is scripted, they are handed scripts, and it's filtered news, created news. All of these individuals are what you call sellouts, New World Order sellouts, and we live in a sellout culture. That's just what it is. And quickly, just another example of these outlandish theatrics by the media there is Chris Hayes here from MSNBC, which is just absolutely laughable. Again, as you see here with MSNBC's video calling it Chris Hayes dodges gunfire in Ferguson. Absolute crap. Again, these corporate clowns would never be put in any real danger, guys. It's all theatrics, and they're going to use Ferguson as a template and jumpstart for martial law and stir up the race war as they love to do, because that furthers their divide and conquer agenda. Divide us, conquer us, control us.
People are dispersing. The cars are driving past as the fires blaze. I have with me Pastor McBride. He's part of the Pico Network out of Oakland, California, if I'm not mistaken. But you've been we're hearing some more what sounds like gunfire nearby. Very fat. That's gunfire. All right.
Yep. That's gunfire.
Just a hail of gunfire just now. Yeah. Okay. We're being told to fall back. I'm going to throw to you in the studio. We were trying to get on the phone.
It's all over the news, of course. Everything Ferguson's ablaze. There's photos everywhere, chaos, all this, and the grand jury. And doesn't it remind you of certain stories? And don't those stories seem to come back in the news? Like Martin Luther King, all of a sudden, all in the news again. And oh my God, they're making a movie about him. Selma, the upcoming MLK movie, is getting Oscar buzz. Go fucking figure. The FBI versus Martin Luther King. All these stories coming out on Martin Luther King, right as the Ferguson whole thing erupts, right? And wouldn't you know it, right? It's it's how they do it. Even Rodney King is all in the news again, right? Lessons from Rodney King, right? Rodney King questions. Will Ferguson be the 21st century Rodney King riots? But they created those riots as well, folks. I mean, yeah, people did lose their minds and go crazy and burn and attack and even kill people, but that was all orchestrated. It's all fucking orchestrated. It's just like the scumbags like Al Sharpton and Reverend Jesse Jackson and you know, like they come out, they're like cockroaches, right? They come out of the woodwork and they're there to push the whole story, to push all this bullshit. It's not by accident. They know how to do these things, folks. They do it over and over and over again. This is divide and conquer. They are bringing in this police state because they're able to orchestrate these events. It's the easiest thing in the world to burn a few buildings and, have a bunch of police on hand and throw tear gas at crowds of people. They're probably there just peacefully to begin with and are being completely manipulated because they watch their television.
Another thing to point out is if the dollar collapses or any kind of SHTF scenario comes to fruition soon, SHTF standing for shit hit the fan, by the way, this event plays as a nice lead up and precursor to that. And we all know the dollar collapse is inevitable and will come. It's a mathematical certainty. The fake fiat Federal Reserve System was designed to crash to pave the way for our new currency, the one world currency, which is already documented and admitted. And it's just a question of when. All right, so of course this has been the plan since the inception of the Federal Reserve in 1913, the private organization, right, private entity that has enslaved us all right under our very noses. So please share this video, wake people up, guys, to the media illusion and deception, to the New World Order deception here, because time is running short for us to do so.